Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming worldwide on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from Lake Central High School as the Region Sports Network presents the Portage Indians taking on the host Lake Central Indians in a girls soccer showdown. I'm Calvin Malater, and I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's game. This is important Duneland clash here as Portage at 1-2 finds themselves in 6th place in the Duneland Conference standings. They are 2-5 overall, 1-2 in league play. Meanwhile, Lake Central team right there in the thick of it, 3rd place entering the night, 2-1 in the conference, 5-1 overall. They're right behind Chesterton and Crown Point, who are both unbeaten in league play. Chesterton has allowed 0 goals, Crown Point 1. And Lake Central, despite being 2-1, just 1 goal allowed. Good crowd filing in here at Lake Central as it's time for the game night forecast, and it's brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast is a nice warm 73 degrees. Some clouds in the area, feels like as a 72, and just some light breeze up to 6 miles an hour. And away we go here from Lake Central High School. Indians of Lake Central in the all blue. Portage Indians, white shirts, red shorts. Lake Central, 5-1 overall. 2-1 Duneland play. Their lone loss coming against Crown Point a couple weeks ago on the road in extra time. And a team that's been so good in league play. They only have 2 losses in the last 2 years in Duneland competition. Both of those were against Crown Point. Portage, first chance for them. It's still in. It is a handball. That was Summer Gimler, who wasn't sure if that ball was still in or not. Right along the touchline there. So here's Olivia Gonzalez and a Portage team. 7 matches so far. They're 2-5 overall, 1-2 in the Duneland. 6th place. It's been a struggle on the back line. 17 goals allowed so far in league competition. They've given up 30 as an entire team. There's an early foul there. Mally Kennedy draws it. The leader in goals scored in the Duneland entering play tonight. 15 goals. Only 4 goals were scored by this team that weren't from number 14 in white tonight. She drives that one in. It's booted away. Lavina tried it. And it's cleared on out. Lake Central tonight rolling with a 4-4-3 formation. There's a beautiful ball. It's Claire Woodstrand. Cuts it back in nicely. Centers one, and it's an easy, really necessary touch for Lila De Leon, the junior keeper. And the Duneland conference leader in saves with 75 entering this one. She's been busy, unfortunately. Struggles at the back, and it doesn't get any easier. Arasaka telling us pregame today that her squad dealing with injuries. 4 starters suffering injuries right now, so it affects how deep this team is and affects the way they play. There's a good strike, and it's booted away by De Leon. Phoebe Fogarty with the strike on that. It's our first corner of the match.
Goal, Phoebe Fogarty. Corner kick, Lake Central.
The first shot for LC. And it comes barely 3 minutes in.
Ben, get down from there.
Panzika to take it. Left-footed in swinging corner. Tries to go far post. Crowley couldn't head it. Still there though for LC. Crowley gets around Valdez, one of the new members of the starting lineup with all the injuries. The center, there's a shot, and that one hits the side of the cage. It was Fogarty again. And they're going to say that De Leon got a piece of it, so it's another corner.
Corner kick, Lake Central.
So it's 2 saves here for De Leon. And now another set opportunity here for Lake Central. 27 goals overall this season. 4.5 a match. Back post, and that one couldn't find the forehead of Crowley. Nice job by Silvas, checks it down. Silvas looking for a pocket. It's Karabatsos. Down the line. And let's take it away now. Zoe Panzika. Claire Woodstrand trying to get around Melanie Warren. Warren, a junior forward and defender, having to play in the back line today with all those injuries we talked about. The team's going to look much different, and they've already been dealing with struggles for consistency as a unit, and now you mix in those injuries. Certainly tough to really get anything going. Defense is the name of the game tonight for the Portage Indians, who are wearing white. It's a great move by Olivia Connolly. Meanwhile, Lake Central, it's keep the good vibes rolling. After a tough conference loss to Crown Point, there's a great through ball. It's Karabatsos with numbers. Great fake. Maria Karabatsos, and it's deflected in. Zoe Panzika. And just like that, it's 1-0 Lake Central.
By number 7, Zoe Panzika.
Her third on the season. And just over 5 minutes in, it's 1-0 in favor of the home-sided Indians this evening. That was great work in the back. Rhea Rossi Powers, junior defender. Is that one out of play? Yes, it is. It will be Portage ball. And Panzika, who trying to join the scoring attack, already with 2 goals and 2 assists this season. Right place, right time. Off a beautiful ball that was centered in. And she just back-heeled it home. Free kick here for Portage. Averaging just 2.7 goals scored a match. Surrendering 4.3. Long drive in, and it's the first touch for Olivia Kleckner, the junior keeper. Karabatsos. Down the line, it's onside. That's a great through ball, but Lila De Leon comes up and plays it well. It was Fogarty trying to find the goal scorer, Panzika, who has that ball taken away off her left boot. Down the line now, and that's a great job by Phyllis. Play it back. Key possession for a team that has won consecutive matches since the 1-0 extra time defeat at Crown Point. A 9-0 shutout of Maryville and a 3-0 shutout of Munster in its last 2 matches to get above 500 in Doolin play. Currently sit in 3rd place right now, Lake Central does. A 2-win, 1-loss record. There are two 3-0 teams in the DAC so far. Chesterton 3-0, so is Crown Point. They've yet to play each other so far, and that'll be a match that, as it stands, decides first place in the league. Chesterton has yet to surrender a goal in conference play. Meanwhile, Lake Central has only surrendered one in Duneland play. It was that lone goal in that extra time defeat on the road a couple of weeks ago. They've been so good defensively. Look at the numbers of the team there. Only average a half goal a match so far here in 2025. Gonzalez trying to clear it down the line, looking for options. About Howe plays it back. It's now Mally Kennedy. She's got great speed, Mally Kennedy does. And she's in the attack. That's a bold challenge. And the referee says play on. That was well done. Options still there for the time being. And Karabatsos boots it away. That was well cleaned up by the back four of Lake Central. Really the first chance for Portage, and it was stamped well before they even could get a shot on the net. Here's a good counter now. It's Karabatsos. Yeah, it's a routine save for De Leon. Ten minutes in, and that shot drags wide left by Fogarty. One 1-0 the score here. Fourth conference match, I should say, for each of these sides. 2-1 Lake Central leads 1-2 Portage. 1-0. The goal coming from Zoe Panzica, her third, 5 minutes into the match. Off a beautiful setter. Chipped on in. De Leon has trouble with it. It was off the foot of Woodstrand. Does count as a shot on goal. Woodstrand again. It's a good tackle there. That was Leah Casillas. Karabatsos lost it, and now they go down the line. Mally Kennedy, can she beat Kleckner to the ball? No, she can't. Connolly looking for options in the back. You hear the instructions coming from Lake Central bench area. And I watch the line pass. Mally Kennedy's able to get out in space and use her speed. She's one of the most dangerous players and forwards in the Duneland Conference. And she's the point of emphasis this back four needs to watch out for tonight for Lake Central. Fogarty around a couple. Edge of the 18, nearly got bumped off the ball, centers it in. That's a good clearance there by J.C. Poole. It will remain with Lake Central, but it eliminates the threat for now. Here's Phoebe Fogarty again inside the area. And that's another really good challenge. Mariah Collins sets up a corner here for Lake Central.
Corner kick, Lake Central.
Panzica, who scored, will rejoin. She will attempt the corner. Left foot of hers that's already found the back of the net once in this game. Headed down and away. It was Crowley who got her boot on it last. It's still there for Lake Central. Good centering ball. That's intercepted. That was well played by J.C. Poole, who came up a little bit limp there trying to get that ball away. And a bad pass. That'll give Poole a chance to reset and regroup for a moment. Nearly 15 minutes into this one. Still 1-0. Lake Central controlling the ball right now in terms of time of possession as Kennedy it's Kennedy now with it. It's upended. And they're going to stop the clock to check on Mally Kennedy, who wins the foul. Off a good ball there from Isabella Del Valle Howe. Isabella, who is a freshman, they've had to just change a bunch of things up.
Free kick, Portage.
With all the injuries we talked about, it'll be Kennedy to take it. Mention how much of a threat she is on the attack. 15 goals on the season. Leads the Doolin top 10 in Class 3A and top 30 in the entire state of Indiana. Left hit on the free kick, and it drives over. First shot on the day for Portage. They mustered up just 4 shots, only 2 of those on target in their 9-1 defeat last week at home to the team that's tied atop the table in Crown Point. One goal coming from Chloe Avina, the freshman midfielder, who intercepted that ball a moment ago. Casillas in a battle and was just simply outmanned and overpowered. Down the line, that pass intended for Gimler. Trying to win it back. Sneaks around, and that'll be a foul. Gimler charged for it, not a bookable offense. Melanie Warren got away with one there. She didn't realize that Summer was coming up from her right-hand side. They try to go down the line. It's intercepted. Panzica. Zoe Panzica got around one, couldn't get by the second. Woodstrand there, trying to bail her out. Or Windstrand. Fogarty. Simple touch over to Wessel. It's Karabatsos now. Into the area. Karabatsos, no. Panzica, yes. Her second of the match. It was set up great by a beautiful strike from Alexia Karabatsos.
For Zoe
Panzica. Lake Central. Not even halfway home in this first half. That one just reamed off the post.
Come on, get there. Oh. Good try, Portage.
Long strike. Portage was looking for a quick response. So multi-goal match now for Zoe Panzica, who was right place, right time yet again. That time more so than the first, where that ball ricocheted right off the woodwork and onto her foot, where the diving Lila De Leon had nothing to do with it and really couldn't do anything with that rebound try from the junior forward for Lake Central. They're on the attack again. Fogarty It's a beautiful ball. It's Panzica in the area. Zoe Panzica, can she make it a hat trick? And centered away. Golder couldn't bang it home. It's still there. A long strike from outside the area. Off the foot of Woodstrand is secured. Crowley. Bats from Fogarty. Crowley drags it left. Leon, who's been so busy already. Another goal kick for her. It's Karabatsos. Has it clank off her head. Wins that 50-50 ball. It's a good pass. Finley Golder. Golder. Down the line now. Fogarty. Golder again. Crowley wins possession back. It falls to Zoe Panzica, but she's offsides. Would have been her team high 8th goal of the season. She's already tied. Fogarty is in the top 5 in goals scored in the Duneland, entering play tonight across the conference. Golder looking down the line. Or Gimler can't race it down in time. Out again. And it's Portage. The visiting Indians have lost 3 straight games since starting off 2-3. That one just clanks off Jaden Archer's head. Little ping pong action there inside the penalty area. Connolly, the defender playing up, chips it into Panzica. Golder couldn't win that 50-50 ball off the ricochet from Panzica. Fogarty. Phoebe Fogarty. She's into the area. Got by a couple defenders. She was looking for the foul, none given. Crowley still keeps that ball for LC. The home team in the all-blue kits tonight. Already up 2-0 here as we're 20 minutes into this first half. It's Zoe Panzica already with 2 on the day in the books. Bumps the defender off the ball. Zoe Panzica goes wide. There's a long strike and a great save. De Leon. It came off the foot of Alexia Karabatsos.
Corner kick.
It'll be yet another Lake Central corner. But man, oh man, has Lila De Leon been busy here in this one. De Leon has had to make 6 saves already in this first half. De Leon got her hand on it. It's still there. It's Ella Crowley. Her shot never went through. She tries it again. And it's cleared out for the moment by Jaden Archer. That was pure chaos there in the mouth of the goal. And somehow, someway, Portage survives, conceding what would have been a third goal and likely the dagger already here in the first half. Fogarty cuts off the angle from Casillas and wins that ball. Phoebe Fogarty, she's in the penalty area already, and she has her pocket picked. That's going to be another corner. Shot never went through.
Corner kick. Lake Central.
And Zika will take it. Another in-swinging corner ahead. Go to on these right side corner kicks Zoe Panzica has all season long. Here's another one. Into the box, Crowley. And it's a save for De Leon. Panzica plays it back for Crowley to keep possession. Crowley sent it through, hoping that Finley Golder would make a run. No run was made. And the possession dies right there for Lake Central. Zoe Panzica, 2 goals here, as we have played 24 minutes and change at Lake Central High School here on the Region Sports Network. Kevin Malater with you. Thanks for joining us here on a gorgeous Tuesday night. We're talking low 70s, light breeze. We're nearing the middle of September, but it still feels like a beautiful summer afternoon. Kennedy had it, and her possession of it was short-lived. Golder stretches out the pitch for Karabatsos. Inside now, making a run is Zoe Panzica. Zoe Panzica drags it left. Her first shot that isn't on target. Her 4th overall. And she wins that ball back. Panzica again. Is it 3? No. That was cleared well off the line. JC Poole, a desperate touch there with that right foot of hers. And it forces a corner kick, which you'll take that at this point for Portage, who we mentioned 4 starters dealing with injuries entering the night. So they're playing shorthanded against one of the top teams in the Doolin. Pass intended for Crowley. No ice there as Karabatsos took the corner. Maria Karabatsos just simply ran at a pace to get that ball. Panzica turns inside, looking for a number. That was Archer who played that perfectly coming out of the back line. Took away the passing channel for the already 2-time goal scorer in this one, Zoe Panzica. Ella Crowley, she's been busy. Stretches it for Maria Karabatsos. Finley Golder safely plays it back for Olivia Connolly. Looks to distribute, and she distributes it right to Mally Kennedy. Trying to send it down the line, making a run, but running out of steam was Delval Howe of Portage. It's Woodstrand Through ball for Golder. And an errant pass allows Lila De Leon to cover it up as we enter the final 13 minutes here of this first half. It's a good, so far, first 27 minutes of soccer for the Lake Central Indians, trying to get to 3-1 in Duneland play, 6-1 overall. Mally Kennedy, who has the ball on her foot right now, and the top scorer in the Duneland, trying to change that narrative though here. Good cut inside, tries to cut around a second one, centers it, and it was booted away by Mia Felis, a freshman defender who played that well, and ultimately Lake Central's able to win that ball back. Man, oh man, you just saw right there the dangers of allowing Mally Kennedy to get into open space. Yeah. She did about everything she could to try to get to the goal, if not set her teammate and Delval Howe up for success. A late goal here in the first half is huge for Portage. Obviously, cuts deficit to 1, but more importantly, gives you a lot of momentum for halftime here. Which, when you're playing shorthanded, you get momentum, and then you get a long breather. That is big time for your confidence for a team that is likely embracing the role of underdog in this one. Crowley in the midfield wins it back. Looking for her options, just kind of fed it in between two teammates of hers. And Kennedy thought she won it for a moment, but she didn't. And that's a good ball. Down the line, it's Finley Golder trying to outrace Melanie Warren for the ball. She can't. And Warren clears it away off the line. Liv Connolly. No problem for De Leon. It has been a roller coaster of a season for the Portage Indians. As Mally Kennedy has it, racing in the attacking third. Bumps off Gimler off the ball. It's a good run there. Delval Howe, options. That one's punched away by Lucia Gonzalez. It's just the second shot of the match for Portage. Either shot has been on target. But going back to Portage, though, after opening the season with an 8-1 loss to Valparaiso, they went 2-2 in a 4-game span, where they beat Andrean 1-0 behind a Chloe Avina second-half winner, but then lost 3-2 to Kankakee Valley. And their last 2 games of that 4-game stretch, they obliterated Maryville 8-0, who is in 7th place in Duneland play entering tonight.
Come on, Bella.
And then after that, I also had a big non-con victory or non-conference loss, I should say, a big loss to Munster 5-3 at home. And since then, they have lost consecutive matches to Crown Point 9-1 and then Victory Christian Academy 5-3. Hasn't been easy for this team. And they've allowed 30 goals entering the night. It's now 32 following the double from Panzica so far. As we're inside the final 9 minutes of the first half. And LC's threatening again. It's Alexia Karabatsos. Good feed. Fogarty trying to chip it in and hits the side of the post. Karabatsos drives it over the net. It's another good strike from Alexia Karabatsos. And that one win over Maryville is saving Portage from what would be a unfortunate start and nearly disastrous start in league play. Kennedy didn't have a pocket there. Should try to thread the needle anyways. With 8 minutes to go, Lake Central wants a third. They want to have this game buried before the second 40 minutes even begins. Woodstrand out wide. It's Felix who goes down the line. Pass may have been deflected, but Crowley's there to recover. Ella Crowley long range and over for another goal kick. Believe it or not, that does count as a shot, regardless of how close that was to the actual net itself. As Olivia Valdez, who got a rare start tonight, re-enters for Portage. As De Leon will look that way, and it's intercepted at Summer Gimler, who got in the passing lane. It's Phoebe Fogarty who wins the corner.
Corner kick, League Central.
6 minutes, 45 seconds left. This opening half. Panzica with goals in the 5th and 16th minute, the difference right now. She's on corner kick duties here. She goes edge of the area. That shot came from Woodstrand, got knocked away. Another try, and De Leon says no to Phoebe Fogarty. Man, has Lila De Leon been busy yet again or what? Portage just 2 shots in this opening half. Yes. Lucia Gonzalez can win that ball on that far touchline. Well, the play at the back here, Connolly. LC trying to build this attack from the back. The ball just kind of died off the foot of Panzica. It was there for a moment. The run a little bit late from Maria Karabatsos. Crowley wins it back as she bumps it off her opponent's back. Fogarty, good turn. Cuts it inside, looks for options. It's headed away by Avina. Panzica, oh, she got around 2. Panzica trucks a defender, and that's where she'll get whistled for the foul. Inside 4.5 left in this 4th conference match for each side in the Duneland. It's Lake Central, whose lone loss was a heartbreaking 1-0 defeat on the road at Crown Point in extra time against a Portage team. And their 2 conference matches, 2 of their 3, I should say, haven't been close. Long strike, and that one trickles away. It came off the foot of Fogarty. I'm not sure how that didn't go in. It is another corner
League Central
for LC. What could be one of their final attacks of the half. Zika taking it. Goes front post. It's deflected. Did it cross the line? No. That's another great save from De Leon. I believe last touch was Fogarty off the deflection.
There it is. Come on, White, get under it.
And every 50-50 ball right now is being won by Lake Central. Trying to make a run through was Garcia Rousseau. She tries to stretch it out wide. No options there.
There you go.
Valdez couldn't find an option that was played well there. Crowley trying to make a run with that move. Trying to win the battle against Mariah Collins. She'll switch it down the line for Summer Gimler. Garcia Rousseau. There's just no space and no pockets or channels at all for Portage in this half. And now here's Karabatsos on the run. Alexia Karabatsos waiting for options. She goes to Phoebe Fogarty. Fogarty with the left foot. That one cleared away for the moment. Crowley there to finish.
And that's a goal by number 21, Ella Crowley.
She's been busy on the attack. Several shots that came close but didn't challenge. Finally goes in. And Ella Crowley, who picks up her 5th goal of the season. And her freshman campaign off to a roaring start. As 39 minutes in, it's 3-0 Lake Central. That one came from 30, 40 yards, and it was wide left. Almost think that was a pass attempt rather than an actual shot on net. As we're inside the final minute here. A 39th minute goal from Ella Crowley made it 3-0 in favor of Lake Central. Valdez has that one go through the wickets. Karabatsos a good turn. Finds Alexia Karabatsos. Phoebe Fogarty, a good run into the area. Racing on the touchline. Centers one. It's still there for a moment. 20 seconds left. Olivia Connolly. It's Maria Karabatsos.
10.
Fogarty. 5 seconds left in the half. Well, Lake Central like just to play conservative, they will. And that's how our first 40 minutes come to a close. Lake Central is 3 to the good. Goals from Panzica in the 5th and 16th minute. And then a Crowley strike in the 39th minute is the difference on the scoreboard. Our halftime show is up in a couple moments. So stats and notes for you. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, hope you and your family had a great weekend this past weekend over Labor Day.
Yeah, it was a great weekend, Coach. And, you know, it's always a great time to hang out with family, and that's what we were able to do. You know, we've got some grandkids now and got to got to enjoy them, and and just really sit back and think about the time, where we're at in this great state. Certainly, Labor Day is a holiday to celebrate by many, and the people who work hard, and that goes for our coaches and everybody else that's in the school environment. They're out there working hard in an ever-changing environment to support the student athletes, and not only student athletes, but all students in this state. And so appreciative of the people who choose to do their work in the eye of the public. Sometimes it comes with unfair criticisms towards what they do. But my experience as educators always have a pure heart when it comes to wanting to help kids, and so certainly want to thank all of our folks who work with our student athletes.
Well said. I think one of the things that doesn't change about the environment is that this time of year there's a whole lot of great competition going on, and before we know it, girls golf will start the fall sports championship schedule the 18th and 19th of September, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe, but girls golf kicks off our championship season, and we're ready to go. Chris Kaufman here in the office oversees girls golf, and Chris does a phenomenal job. And, it seems like we talk about this every year, Coach, but it's always worth celebrating. There's just a level of talent that we have in this state. We've got people that, We've got students that are out there playing golf that'll become recreational golfers the rest of their life, but that's after a stop in the collegiate scene. And we have many girls that are out there going to be playing collegiately in the future in golf, and it's just such a great opportunity to celebrate them. And, Prairie View Golf Course right here in Carmel, Indiana, is where we're going to celebrate the state championship. And, again, phenomenal course, phenomenal people to work with, and it's just they embody who we get to work with on an annual basis that helps us celebrate these student athletes in an appropriate way.
Well, we're at week 3 in the high school football season as we anticipate that girls golf championship, and we've had tremendous weather. I'm sure that you should be credited with that. If we're going to blame you for things that go wrong, we might as well give you credit for having the weather being good. So thank you for all that. I hope you have another great weekend coming up, because parity in football, I think, kind of mirrors parity around the state in most of our sports. This is just starting off to be a tremendous athletic year.
Yeah, it does, Coach, and we certainly appreciate the kudos on the weather. But as I've said before, I put a call into Mother Nature on Friday nights, and she, to this day, she still hadn't picked up my phone call. So, but anyway, it's great. But we've been fortunate that the heat left us to the oppressive humidity, and so we've been able to operate in relatively comfort as far as weather the last couple of weeks. And, this is shaping up to be one heck of a football year. I mean, we've got a lot of really talented teams, and anytime that we have parity where, it's a highly competitive event, every time teams meet on the old gridiron, it's good for the sport. And, we want to continue to make sure that we support. And one thing we always know is the time-honored tradition of playing for your community is still important. And, we want to make sure that we always protect that opportunity to grow up in a community and represent your town or your school. And it's really a few short years, 4 years at the most.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversations about all things pertaining to the IHSAA. Commissioner, as always, thank you so much for your time. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and you have a great week. And tune in to Coach's show on Friday and Saturday night, because it's all things high school sports and more.
Well, you're very kind. I appreciate the help. Thanks so much.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep, skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crown Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region. This is the halftime show. Lake Central leads Portage 3-0 after the first 40 minutes of soccer here, as we come to you from the campus of Lake Central's high school. The goal scoring summary for the first 40 minutes. Zoe Pantica already a brace in this one, a goal in the 5th minute to get things rolling. Doubled up herself with a goal in the 16th minute off of a rifling shot that came off the post from Alexia Garabatzos, who clanked it off the iron, fell right into the foot of Panzica, who buried it home to make it 2-0. And then right before halftime in the 39th minute, Ella Crowley, who has been everywhere in the midfield on the defensive side, has had 4 shots in this match. Finally got that 4th one to go in, finding the bottom right corner of the net to go up 3-0. It's been a all Lake Central first 40 minutes. They are out shooting Portage 19-2. The Indians from Portage have yet to record an official shot on target. Those numbers are 12-0 in favor of Lake Central. So the job here and the task has become even taller for a side in Portage that is already shorthanded. 4 starters dealing with injuries entering tonight's conference match, like we touched upon a little bit in that first half. They need to find a way to generate some attack and generate a couple of shots on net and force Olivia Kleckner to go to work. She's yet to record a save so far because she hasn't been challenged yet with a shot on net. Let's remind you at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals. And at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. That's the Blue Collar Player of the Game. And make sure you stay with us as we'll name the Proud Union Home Player of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. We're all but set to go here for the second half Lake Central out in front, 3-0. In the all blue. Portage in the white tops, red shorts. And as the teams will flip sides. Portage moves from left to right across your screen. Lake Central will do the opposite as the sun slowly starts to set here on a gorgeous Tuesday night. Lake Central trying to improve to 3-1 in Duneland play. Portage trying to get back up to 500 and make some noise late here in the season after falling to a 1-2 start in DAC play. We're all set to go, and the second half is finally here. What are the answers that Portage came up with in the second, in that halftime, to apply here in the second half? That is the big storyline coming in these final 40 minutes here. And right now they're already playing on their heels again. Centering one for Fogarty. Good foot got in there. It's still there. And it's pulled to the right by Panzica. Another shot on net. It's the 20th of the match for Lake Central. In the first minute, they nearly went at 4-0. That would have been a hat trick for Panzica, her first of the season. Yeah, she's tied her season total in goals here in this conference match with her 2 goals in the first 16 minutes. And those goals coming 11 minutes apart in the 5th and 16th minute as well. Panzica to Fogarty. Trying to go down the line. Racing after it. But unable to get it was Connolly, who's making a run from the back. Last time these two teams played, it was at Portage. Lake Central won it in a much more competitive match. It was a 3-1 final. All 4 goals that were scored in that match came in the second half. Olivia Gonzalez, the now sophomore defender for Portage, scored the Indians' lone goal in that contest, while Gabriela Rossi Powers, Leah Rocha, and Phoebe Fogarty found the back of the net for the Lake Central Indians. And so these two teams play each other annually, part of the Duneland Conference. It has been all one-sided for the past decade and more. Lake Central has won the last 12 meetings between these two programs. That dates back to September the 2nd, 2014. That's when the data starts to become tougher to find on the matchups prior to 2014. So Portage trying to spark a miraculous comeback and snap a 12-game losing streak to Lake Central. But they need a stop here, and they might just get it. That was a beautiful cross. And the shot just dragged wide by Peyton Silva, the freshman. He's found the score sheet just one time with an assist this season. He's yet to find the back of the net. No, she came inches away from her first. Another good run here. Alexia Karabatsos angling into the penalty area. Has Fogarty there. Ella Crowley now had that goal in the 39th minute. Panzica, not the cleanest settling touch. She stretches out Silvas back into the area, and no one was there to try to tap it home for Lake Central.
I didn't walk and watch at the same time, so I decided to just walk and then I'll watch.
Now Valhau calls to switch it, and her timing way late, and it's taken away by Claire Whitstrand. Karabatsos gets by 2 defenders. Karabatsos skies it over the cage, and it will be a goal kick. Already 3 shots in the first 5 minutes of the second half for Lake Central. And we talked a little bit during halftime about how Portage needs to find a way to prevent the all-out blitz that they were facing in that first 40 minutes from Lake Central. And they have failed to come up with any answers so far. It's still all LC here to begin the second half. That's a clean tackle there from Avina, but Crowley takes the ball back as she had trouble recovering from her own slide. And it's Casillas who draws the foul. That'll be whistled on Peyton Silvas. And I feel for Coach Hanasaka. Things have already been a challenge. They haven't gotten easier. Duneland Conference, so competitive. Look at their upcoming schedule. Does not get any easier for this team as well. They've obviously faced the 2 premier teams in the league. After tonight, they'll be done with Crown Point and Lake Central for the season, which is huge. But still, several tests await them. They have yet to play Chesterton. They've already played Valparaiso and lost, but then they still have to play LaPorte and Michigan City, who are also near the bottom end of the Duneland standings entering play today. So opportunity to pick up a couple of wins there in the near future. But how good would a goal here in the second half be to try to get some momentum, even if it doesn't impact the final scoreline? Just create some momentum for future games. That's a great through ball from Silvas. Alexia Karabatsos. And Lake Central are 4 to the good. Her second goal of the season.
And that's a goal.
And
by
that
number
should do it.
17, Lexi Karabatsos.
Seven minutes in to the second half. Well, they add another tally to the scoreboard. And unlike when Crown Point made the trip to Portage last week, where Portage scored first out of half, and they played with some newfound life despite a big hole at halftime. They go down in a sizable hole at halftime, and they see their own hole get deeper. Centering try, De Leon intercepts the setter for Karabatsos, who just scored her second on the season, the sophomore. Good campaign. Now 2 goals and an assist here in 2025. Arena couldn't get a clean strike on that ball. And now LC looking to counter already. It's Gimler looking for options. Has him in the back and plays it safe. It was the right decision there. Murphy, check that, it's Rossi Powers actually. Connolly now. Our pass nearly taken away by Avina. That's a good job. Felix won in that battle. And a beautiful ball. It's Silvas. She's onside. Angling back right from outside the area. And a nice save there from De Leon. De Leon as the uniform all dirty after there she's been diving left and right, trying to keep her team in it. Obviously 4-0 hole, but I want to count for the number of saves she's been required to make in this one. There's Mally Kennedy. We talked about when she gets speed, she's dangerous. She has Chloe Avina to her right. Kennedy, a good cutback there. Her option was offside, and so Kennedy has to put an off-balance shot that never came close. Kleckner there with, I believe that might be a save, which would be her first of the match. As we're officially 10 minutes in here to the second half, 4-0. 2 goals from Panzika in the first 16 minutes. Crowley for Lake Central found it in the 39th, and then Alexia Karabatsos made it a 4-0 match 7 minutes in to the second half, just a couple of minutes ago in real time. A couple players go down. Play on, says the referee. Ella Crowley now. Crowley from outside the area. Oh. If that went in, this place and the fans that have stuck it through would have gone nuts. As Crowley would have found her second of the match. That one would have been the goal of the match for sure, and would be one that we're definitely talking about in our post-game show at the conclusion of tonight's match. Chloe Avina lost the battle, lost possession, and Lake Central's just been the more physical team, and the physicality is showing its effects on this Portage side so far through the first 50 minutes of play. Silvas, that's great communication there with Fogarty. Phoebe Fogarty may have rushed the shot, and she pushes it to her left. And she knows it too. She was frustrated, immediately brought up her jersey to the cups of her mouth, knowing that that's one that she would like to have back. In a situation where the game already out of reach, but could be the final dagger in this one. 5 goals, 4 goals is already pretty insurmountable at this level, even though there's 28 minutes left. 5 goals. There's the cherry on top of a dominant day for the Lake Central Indians. Trying to pick up their 6th win overall. They extend their winning streak against Portage alone to 13 games. Here's Panzika on 2 goals. A good through ball to Peyton Silvas. Still there, and it's 5. It's the 3rd of the season for the sophomore. And Claire Woodstrand. Either way, it's they wait to officially announce who is current for the goal. It is Woodstrand. It is her 3rd of the season.
And that's a goal by number 9, Claire Winstrand.
Just found the right pocket of space. And at the 5-goal lead running clock now. Here's Gonzalez, who scored Portage's only goal in this match a year ago. Trying to get the visiting Indians on the board. Aladel Valhau. Great work from her. She's been everywhere. All around great effort from her. Fogarty looking down the line. And her pass to the wrong side of the sprinting Peyton Silvas. Karabatos win that ball. Doesn't matter. That's a foul. That one about as clear as you can get it. And Jeremy Rainwater has to feel good about where his team's at this point in the season. On the brink of going to 3-1 in league play. 6-1 overall. I know obviously it's tough when you're sitting at 3-1. You've already played the one team you need to pass. You have to play Chesterton though, so opportunity to make up some ground and perhaps finish in second place when it's all said and done. Turnover. Liv Gonzalez into the 18. And there was no one there for her to pass it to. It was about a 1-on-6 by my count up here in the press box. And now here's another quick counter, or we thought it was. Karabatos. If Fogarty's onside, she's not. That was as close to as clear as you can get it. A forward being off sides. Lavina. Selena Martinez, the freshman defender who just entered a few moments ago, getting some crucial minutes here. As we're officially 15 minutes in the second half. 5-0 the score in favor of the Lake Central Indians. Felix. It's Gonzalez. Way to win that ball. She's looked good in this second half, hasn't she? Her pass for Kennedy. Timing wasn't there. Woodstrander just scored a few moments ago. Racing down the touchline. Woodstrand wins that ball back. Good challenge against Jaden Archer. Let's race into the penalty area. And it will be a goal kick. It's a good race by Phoebe Fogarty. We will see Emma Murphy enter here in this second half. 23 minutes left. In this one, as here's Olivia Gonzalez. And her passing option, and Jane Archer just stopped running. And they once again cough up the ball in the attacking third. Karabatos turns. Fogarty, or Murphy rather, offsides. Saka elects to have Lila De Leon come up and take this. Yes, both teams have surpassed their averages on the season for goals allowed and goals scored in this match. And that one never stood a chance. Is Murphy offsides again? Yes, she is. That's twice now. Yes. And she stayed on side and waited a little bit longer. She's 1-on-1, perhaps 1-on-0. And De Leon will take this one again. Wasn't the best kick from her a couple moments ago. Doesn't have the strongest right foot, but she puts a good one there. No options down there, though. So she overshoots her target on her second free kick. Will not be a shot on goal. Murphy's onside this time. Down the line for Gimler. That one is cleared away there by De Leon. Garbatzos waiting for options. Ooh. And someone from Portage just went down, grabbing their knee on the defense. I believe that's Selena Martinez. It's a non-contact play as well, where Garbatzos didn't touch her, didn't make contact with her. Selena Martinez is down in some pain, grabbing that left knee of hers. And this would be just another devastating blow for this Portage team. Mentioned it throughout the night. And Osaka didn't know who was going to start tonight for a side, as 4 of her usual starters were dealing with injuries entering the match. Martinez didn't start, but she's played some crucial minutes here in the second half. As a member of the back 4 for Portage. Yes, Osaka, and a member of the training staff and coaching staff for Portage. Take a look at her right now. Trying to stretch out that left leg of hers. It's always tough. We mentioned it's a warmer day here, low 70s here in St. John, Indiana, on the campus of Lake Central High School. Humidity not really a factor in this game. However, still with the heat, cramping becomes an issue as well. Don't want to obviously make any assumptions. Clock stops, by the way, for this, since it's an injury. Otherwise, we'd still be on a running clock. And Martinez is going to get a good ovation from both teams, the fans here in attendance, and she gets escorted off the pitch from her coaches, as they will continue to evaluate her on the sidelines. So all the best to Selena Martinez. Hopefully she's able to make a quick recovery.
In front of the ball, White.
It will be an indirect free kick, I believe, for Lake Central.
Stand in front of the ball, 22. Stand in front of the ball, 22.
As we're 20 minutes into the second half, 5-0 Lake Central. 3 goals in the first half, 2 in the second half. Panzica with 2 of her own in the first, 5th, and 16th minute. Crowley 1 in the 39th, and then Garbatzos in the second half, 7 minutes in. Woodstrand 13 minutes in. And that was a pass looking for Silvas. Worried about the offside rules, and that's going to be corner kick. I'm going to say got deflected before I could get through to the end line.
Corner kick. Lake Central.
Let's try to take this one. A goal here in the second half for her. Her third of the season. Low driver. And Chloe Avina sends it into the parking lot. And someone's car either nearly got hit or did get hit. That was in the direction of the cars of myself and our producer, Zach Zanelli. Zach and I both did a double take up here. The bright side, though, Zach and I would end up with a souvenir leaving the campus tonight. Maybe also some damages to the vehicles themselves, too. That was a good job, once again, by Portage to eliminate the threat of a sixth goal for the time being. As Felis will settle it for LC. Golder. Yeah, Felis looking for options, chips it down the line. Silvas, good touch. Karabatsos, edge of the 18. Boots it away. I think if Karabatsos was chipping that in more so than an actual shot from the edge of the area, it was based off the general direction of where that ball was headed. Here's Mallie Kennedy, the leading goal scorer, trying to build from the back herself as her pass down the line for Gonzalez off target. Portage, if you include the 5 goals allowed in this one, have now allowed 22 goals in Duneland play. Still would be only the third most in the league. Could it be 23? Murphy pushes it wide. "14 minutes in that second half. As Portage, who's 1-2, just like LaPorte is in Duneland play, but LaPorte has allowed 15, Portage 17. This was the numbers entering play tonight across the league where every team's in action. Portage now up to 22, but the 0-3 teams in Maryville and Michigan City have each allowed more goals in conference play. Pirates have allowed 26. City's allowed 28. Defender falls. No cause for concern, though, for Lake Central.
Hold the line, Portage. Hold the line. Hold the line.
Woodstrand.
Hold the line, Portage. Hold the line.
Karabatsos. She's onside. Golder. Felis. Karabatsos. Looks for Mario may have played it with her hand. Official who's on top of the play says no. Woodstrand. She's on sides. A 1-2 delivery. Tried to head it in. No luck there. It's Ashton Adams who plays it now. Shot there from Allison Yacht, who just joined as well. That one's out of play. LC, meanwhile, still have only allowed 1 goal in conference play. Was the goal they allowed in extra time against Crown Point as Karabatsos trying to beat Lila De Leon, the keeper of that ball. No luck there. And that goal 3 minutes into overtime by Riley Salisbury of Crown Point was the difference in that game. Their only goal they allowed in the conference. Kennedy. Two teammates there. Chips it over the fence for Gonzalez. Liv Gonzalez racing against Ashton Adams, and Adams clears it off the line for a nice settling touch. And for Lake Central, it's been tough to get over the hump that has been Crown Point. Crown Point has won the last 2 meetings against LC by a combined score of 2-0. A 1-0 victory each of the last 2 seasons for the Bulldogs. The one this year coming in extra time. Otherwise, Lake Central last year, if it wasn't for that 1-0 loss, would have been unbeaten in league play. Just like they would be unbeaten this year without that 1-0 loss in Crown Point, Indiana, a couple of weeks ago. Slew of subs getting ready to come in here in a moment for Lake Central as we near the final 13 minutes of play. Lavina, who scored the only goal in that 9-1 loss to Crown Point. And Silva's played it well. Kylie Cox, who just joined. There's a great through ball. Emma Murphy, one-on-one with De Leon. Puts it past and through. She stays on sides that time. And Lake Central leads 6-0.
Emma Murphy.
What a dominant showing this has been for Jeremy Rainwater's program. Emma Murphy, her first varsity goal. Her freshman campaign, she finally cracks the score sheet. She had no goals, no assists entering the night. Picks up her first varsity goal of her career tonight. And it's the exclamation point on a perfect day for the Lake Central Indians. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. And a card here late will be issued to Finley Golder. First booking of the day. After it's been a physical but overall clean game between these two sides. And Golder will come out. Gonzalez drives it wide right. Pluckner, who has been great today in the limited chances she's faced. She's yet to face a shot on target. On the precipice of another shutout here for her side. Gonzalez chips it through. Kennedy. And Kluckner was there to answer the call.
And she comes out of the net. Makes the save. Number 0, Liv Kluckner.
Gonzalez Good move there. That was Fogarty. Murphy again. Is it her second? Yes! Got the home bounce off the woodwork.
And that's number
And
2
31
for number
minutes
5.
into the second half. It's
Emma
7-0.
Murphy!
Murphy. Has she been great in the second half or what? Fogarty. Phoebe Fogarty trying to get on the front, gives it off. Zoe Panzica is through, and she's got a hat trick.
And that's a hat trick tonight for number 7, Zoe Panzica!
3 consecutive shots have found their way to the back of the net. And Jeremy Rainwater's team is pouring it on here inside the final 10 minutes of the match. Just absolute dominance here in the back 40. They've scored 5 goals here in the second half. Mally Kennedy works through a couple defenders, tries to put it through. And it wasn't fooling Mia Felis at all. Zaleski, who just entered part of that mass substitution. Fogarty plays it down the line and well. Interesting challenge there. Still there for LC. Back post. And Burnett couldn't head it in. Isabella Burnett trying to bleed out the clock here. Gets around Kylie Cox. Avina avoids pressure. Good 1-2 connection. Rossi Powers, back post. And it is offside, so in theory the goal wouldn't have counted. Make sure to stay with us. Post-game show coming up next. After the full-time whistle's been blown, we'll name our Lantern Man superhero of the game, our blue-collar player of the game, and the Proud Union home player of the game. That's all coming up shortly. We'll take a break after the final whistle, and then we'll be back with the post-game show. We'll have final match stats as well as our 3 post-game awards to give out. And right now it's looking like it's going to be all Lake Central recipients in this one. Burnett weaves by a couple. Karabatsos. It's Zaleski, left-footed. That's a good save from Lila De Leon. Kennedy turns inside, looking for options. Only 2 at her disposal. Now one more enters the picture here. Kennedy in a 1 on what feels like 1,000 right now. So we're in the 35th minute. Avina nowhere near shooting range. Was getting ready to wind up. Kennedy. Mally Kennedy trying to draw a foul. Official says play on. Mally Kennedy. And her day will come to an end The Duneland's leading goal scorer silenced here. And what is now looking like a tough night at the office for Portage. Ashton Adams landed away. It's Hannah Wassell. Selesky down the line is onside. Selesky gets around her defender near the line, and De Leon goes to collect. There was a centering touch that no one was there on the receiving end of it from Selesky. And she was nearing that right side of the touch line, or the end line, I should say. Rossi Powers. Through ball to Selesky. That was cut off. That was a good job on offensive end. That was J.C. Poole who cut off Selesky's angle on that through ball and made sure she had to slow off and let Lila De Leon come up and collect. Karabatsos. Long option is Taylor True. Taylor True centers one. And De Leon is there to take it away. Final 3 minutes are here at Lake Central High School. Home side about to improve to 6-1, 3-1 in the league. Portage about to drop their 4th consecutive match and go to 2-6 on the season, 1-3 in conference play. Play on, says the official. Gabby Rossi Powers is in the area. Gives it up for Selesky, who couldn't make the run in time. True is there on the follow-up, and she has her pocket picked. Garcia Rousseau was trying to win that battle on the touchline. Couldn't do it. Selesky fakes the shot. Into the stripe. And misses wide left. The entire Lake Central bench was on their feet as Kiki Selesky was approaching goal quickly. It is another corner.
Corner kick, Lake Central.
Rossi Powers takes it, and booting it over the net was Isabella Burnett. So we've hit the final 100 seconds in this one. 5 second half goals, the storyline here for Lake Central. And it came from 4 different goal scorers. Alexia Karabatsos, Claire Woodstrand, Emma Murphy had 2, and Zoe Panzika finished off the hat trick 32 minutes into the second half. Rossi Powers, 60 seconds left. Trying to make the team play. And her angle's cut off by Kylie Cox. Burnett. Handball from Rossi Powers. Final 30 seconds here. Tough night for Portage. Only able to muster up, as it stands, 5 shots on the night. The attack never got going, and you could tell the 4 stars dealing with injuries clearly impacted this game from their perspective. That ball's flirting with danger if you're Portage. 10 seconds left. Martinez, who just entered. Stephanie Martinez Dribbles out the clock, and that will do it. Lake Central from start to finish in full control of the match, and the scoreboard reflects it. 8-0 the final at full time. And the home side improves to 3-1 in Duneland play. That's going to do it for the full-time whistle. And for the second half, we'll take our last break of the night. We'll come back with our post-game show. We'll hand out some awards and give you some final notes and numbers. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Welcome back. 8-0 the final in favor of Lake Central on a dominant day. This is our post-game show. Calvin Malater with you here on the Region Sports Network. And let's get you through your final stat tallies from the night. Man, oh man, what a game it was for Lake Central. 8 goals on 34 shots, 19 in the first half, 15 in the second half. With the shots on target, they put up 20 overall, 12 in the first half, 8 in the second half. Portage, we mentioned it throughout that second half, just a struggle to get the ball into the attacking half. 5 shots in total in this one. Only one of them was on target. It was Olivia Gonzalez putting one on target. 70 minutes into the match overall. That was the 30-minute mark into the second half. The Indians of Portage fall to 2-6 overall, 1-3 in the league. Lake Central, meanwhile, improves to 6-1, 3-1 in the league. The goal scorers tonight, there were a bunch of them for Lake Central. It was a wealth of riches on the attack. Zoe Panzica with a hat trick, a goal in the 5th minute, 16th minute, and then 32nd minute. The 15th and 16th minute strikes came in the first half. The 32nd minute one came in the second half. Crowley concluded the first half in grand fashion with a goal in the 39th minute of that first half. Then the second half, we saw Alexia Karabatsos get involved with a 7th-minute goal. Claire Woodstrand got one in the 13th minute, and then Emma Murphy had goals in the 28th and 31st minute in the second half, her first 2 of her varsity career. What a day it was for LC. And it's time to name the Crowell Companies Lancerman Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies proud to recognize the superheroes on the soccer pitch. And the Crowell Companies Lancerman Superhero of the Game tonight was Zoe Panzica, recording a hat trick tonight, surpassing her season total with 3 goals in the match. She had 2 coming in. She scored in the 5th minute, 16th minute, and then 72nd minute overall. Her first hat trick of her junior season is the catalyst for this 1-0 victory. And we mentioned in the second half in the teaser that was going to be all 3 awards would go to Lake Central. That was certainly the case. Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about the apprenticeship program and more at local374.org. And it goes to Emma Murphy, her first 2 career goals at the varsity level. The freshman scoring in the 28th and 31st minutes into the second half. And that was after a couple of shots on the net, as well as a couple times she was flagged for offsides. She grinded out to get those 2 goals. The second one nicking the crossbar before falling into play. Man. Lastly, the Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. And it will be the 3rd and final goal tonight from Zoe Panzica. It was great team soccer that set up Panzica's last but certainly not least hat-trick solidifying goal. And that was tonight's Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game presented by Ironworkers Local 395, Union Strong. So that'll wrap up the night for us here in Lake Central. The home-sided Indians are back with a match on Thursday night at home against Hanover Central, 7 p.m. kickoff. Meanwhile, Portage will be on the road on Thursday night at Lowell, a 5 p.m. kickoff there. So both sides look to pick up a win on Thursday night in their second of 2 matches on the week. Special thanks to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, our sales manager, Heather Ames, our coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and our sports director, Mike DeWan. Our producer on site doing a great job, Zach Zanelli. Aaron Svetlin, our great camera operator, battling the sun up there all night long. Props to him for his great work upstairs. The coaches, Hannah Sotka of Portage, Jeremy Rainwater of Lake Central. For Portage, a special thanks to the athletic director, Brett St. Germain. And for Lake Central, Chris Enier, the athletic director for LC. And last but certainly not least, special thanks to the viewers on Facebook/Region Sports Nation, YouTube/Region Sports, and regionsports.com. Once again, I've been Calvin Later. You've been watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.